preseason.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. We back. Gerald Brown, Kenny Anderson, another season of Heavy in the Paint. Going live now. I don't have time podcast and tape it and all this stuff. We going live. The one, the only Kenny Anderson. So dope and stuff like that. We got upcoming momentarily.
Yeah.
Robert Turbin gonna be joining us, Super Bowl champion. We gotta talk about this NFL season. K.A., what's good, baby? How you doing?
Everything is good, baby. You see the Georgia Tech, we ball in football. You got your Tampa. I feel you. You. Tampa playing extremely well.
Yes,
extremely
indeed.
well.
Yes, indeed, man. Hey, without further ado, let's bring on this gentleman right here, Super Bowl champion. Again, an individual that basically, you know what? He's a Super Bowl champion. As well as, again, played in the NFL, doing his thing, knows a lot about the league itself. Mr. Robert Turbin is joining us here. Rob, what's good, baby? We got him up.
What's going on? How we doing?
Hey, we doing well, man.
Y'all see me?
Let's get this squared away, man. We gonna get this squared away. We gonna get it squared away. There you go.
Rob, how you doing?
What's going on, Rob? How's everything?
Man, I'm blessed, man. Hey, it's a nice day out here in Seattle. I'm feeling good.
It's not raining?
I know. Because if it was, I wouldn't be here. Right now, I'll be gone. I'll be on a plane somewhere else.
Hey, Rob, appreciate you, man, and definitely appreciate the time, man. You know, K.A. and I are big football fans, man. I don't make no bones about it. No, I didn't just buy this last week. I had this for a minute. I ain't in a situation. I was there with Tony Dungy. I was there when we were hurting and stuff like that. But
you were there for the creamsicles.
Exactly. I was there, but I ain't that old though.
I'm with my man right now. Turbin, I'm a big fan.
Okay.
I'm a big fan when you won your championship, your Super Bowl ring. I'm rolling with you right now.
I appreciate
Seattle,
that.
baby.
I appreciate
Seattle.
Let's go, baby.
But,
yes, sir.
You know, Rob, I want to ask you, obviously, the Buccaneers and the Indianapolis Colts, one of your former teams, have really been sort of, if you will, the surprise. I want to start with the Colts because this is not something that's supposed to be happening, right? You know, Anthony Richardson, unfortunately, just, again, you might have to give him the label can't get right. He has another injury. You know, it really sidelines him, and still, obviously, that hinders his development. But Daniel Jones is a cast-off. He comes in there. He's been balling. This team is 5-1. Rob, give it to us straight and exact. Is this a team that is 5-1 based upon their schedule, or are they that dominant thus far 6 games into the season?
No, I think they dominant, man. I think they the truth. You know, if you look at the Colts historically, even though they haven't really had like playoff seasons, the defense has always been solid, and they missed the playoffs by just a couple games if you really look at it, you know. And so there'll be like 2 games under 500 at the end of the season, and you look at it, it's like, dang, you know, if they had a quarterback, they might be straight. You know, the one year they went and got Phillip Rivers. They were solid. You know, they went to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And so that's really been the missing piece for there's a couple things that I want to highlight here because for Daniel Jones, since you brought him up, and y'all are athletes, so you know this. Sometimes a guy needs somebody to believe in him. Like we can believe in ourselves.
Yeah.
We can. We do, mostly. But we only human, man. And sometimes we need somebody else to be like, man, you can do this. You know, you got this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what Daniel got in Indy. Go ahead.
What Daniel Jones, that's when he came over to Indiana, it's a blessing after the career he's been having with the Giants. Everybody was counting him out. I wasn't even sure. But look at his career. I'm like, whoa. It's unbelievable how he's playing. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, so it just took a little organization.
Yes.
It took, and it took some belief. It took an offensive coach that, like, man, to really be able to understand like what he's good at and let him do it.
Yeah.
Another piece that I want to mention to this, because the Colts fans have been hard on this dude.
Yeah.
Is Chris Ballard, the general manager.
Wow.
Yeah. Everybody forgets Chris Ballard left the Chiefs to go to the Colts for Andrew. Andrew Luck was the quarterback. And Andrew Luck was the truth.
Yes.
I played with him.
Yes.
That boy, I'm trying to tell y'all, that man's IQ for the game, his athleticism, bar none, right? He was really the truth. Okay. When somebody like that retire, think about if Baker Mayfield retired from the Buccaneers.
They done.
No.
They done.
I'm just telling you, it's gonna take like 7-8 years before them. It's gonna be hard for them.
I understand.
It's gonna be hard for them to try to recover. Think about the Pittsburgh Steelers until they got Aaron Rodgers finally. When Ben Roethlisberger, it's hard. You can't just get a franchise quarterback like that, man. Not like that.
No.
Not like Andrew, who would probably be a Hall of Famer if he kept playing right now.
Yes.
One day he's gonna be first ballot Hall of Fame, whether he's a Super Bowl champion or not.
Yeah.
And so for him to weather like the storm like this, and always at least at minimum have a competitive team, I think Chris Ballard deserves a lot of credit for what he's done with the Indianapolis Colts since Andrew Luck.
So he's in the running.
So
he's probably in the running for general manager of the year.
This year or not? He went and got Daniel Jones. He believed in him.
Yep.
Obviously was a part of drafting some of those guys that are on the team right now.
Yep.
Pittman Jr., Tyler Warren.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jonathan, the boy in the backfield. Jonathan Taylor. Man, Nelson, the offensive guard. Like,
they got a crew. They got a crew.
Yeah,
he drafted those dudes, man. So
it's tough, but speaking of that, I want to ask you this, and let's just dive right into it. You touched on something that, again, I've been really trying to dissect this, and I've been sitting down trying to figure this out. So you look at the New York Jets, right, and struggling to find a franchise quarterback. Arguably, you could say perhaps they haven't had a real, true franchise quarterback since maybe Joe Namath. And it's nothing against Chad Pennington but just being totally honest. And when you look at that franchise, you look at obviously the Cleveland Browns. Maybe if you go back and say Bernie Kosar, it's been a sort of, if you will, a Ferris wheel of just trying to develop quarterbacks. Now you're out in Seattle, and now here you talking about Daniel Jones played for the Giants. It was horrible. Yeah. He goes there. He's in Indy. He's doing phenomenal. 5-1. You're in Seattle. Sam Darnold. Now, yes, he had stops before he got there, but he was a Jet quarterback. In your estimation, Robert, and being in that space, playing on a team where you had, obviously, organization, talent around, Legion of Boom, that you plug in Russell Wilson and say, let's go, and you struck gold. Why is it so difficult, do you think, for franchises to develop a franchise quarterback?
Yep.
Man, that's a great question. It really starts from the top down, and, sort of how you have organization at the top, how you treat your employees, how you treat everybody within the building, because that trickles down, to the product that you put onto the field. It's interesting. The product on the field a lot of times is a reflection of how the organization is at that particular time. Yeah. And sometimes it's a 20-year thing, and sometimes it's 2. And in terms of the quarterback position specifically, I just think there's 2 things that are really, really critical. Number one, like, coaching really matters. And what I mean by that is,
preach.
I'm not talking about like, man, I got all these X's and O's and I can scheme. I'm talking about, man, can you help me with my footwork?
Yeah.
Can you develop me? I always tell people, if I didn't have Elijah Tuiaki, who was my running backs coach in college, I wouldn't have been the type of rookie running back that I was. I don't know if I would have even been an NFL ready running back. Why do I say that? Because when I was a rookie in Seattle, they treated me like a veteran. Why did they treat me like a veteran? Because I knew the pass blocking concepts. I was already professional.
Yeah.
Like I already conducted myself as a veteran. But where did that come from? Well, that came from coaching. Every time we did individual drills, we went out to practice at Utah State, and I used to talk shit. I don't know if I can swear on this.
You good? You good?
I used to be like, Coach, why are we always doing pass blocking every time we come out here? I used to really be. I'm like, Coach, we can't do no ladder. We wouldn't do ladders or nothing like that. We always did some kind of pass blocking drill first. I was like, Coach, man, come on. I'm trying to I'm running back.
You put your shake and bake in.
You trying to do what AA was doing that in high school and college, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a running back, but he was developing me. He's a developer. And he knew that if I was going to have any success at the next level, I was going to have to step up in there and not only block physically, but have the technique to be able to get it done. And I was able to do that from the time I was rookie. That's why I played 8 years. I wasn't, I didn't Hall of Fame back, but I was able to sustain that because of my ability to be able to execute on third down in those type of situations. And that came from Elijah Tuyaki. So it's development sometimes that lacks. Coaches, man, they get you on these teams at all levels. And just because you got a little bit of talent, they expect you to know everything right away. Well, guess what, man? I didn't know how to watch film.
Yeah.
It took me going to Cleveland and my running backs coach, man, I'm blanking on his name. He played for the Ravens back in the day. It'll come to me, but he used to sit and he'd be the one falling asleep with the remote in his hand while we watching film at the practice.
Y'all lost a lot of games when you was in Cleveland, right?
I lost a lot of games, but I learned a lot.
You learned a lot.
You know what I'm saying? And what he was developing me, man.
Yeah.
That's why I always tell people, like, man, like, I like Seattle, we had a great team, but individually, I became a better player when I left Seattle. Individually.
Yeah.
And, because I was more developed. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just it's that missing piece from an organizational structure and then the actual developer that's coaching the quarterback.
Culture.
Let me ask you a question. I know you won in Seattle. Russell Williams, he's having his struggles out with the Giants, but how is he as a person and a quarterback?
Man, he cool, man. Russ is hella cool, man.
Yeah.
I remember, man, when we was in Seattle, man, come on. We all grew up, like, we love football, but we love sports.
Yes.
We love hoops. Kobe was one of my biggest inspirations just as a young kid. And so Russ used to organize workouts for us in the off season 1 week before we start OTAs. We used to go down to Hermosa Beach.
Yeah, Hermosa.
Down in LA area. Yep. And so he would organize that, like, this is before he had money too.
Wow.
So we down there, he made sure we got the hotel.
Yeah.
We got everything we need, man. We down there training, he organized the training. We all, and this is the whole offense now. Everybody who decided to go. We all got tickets 2 years in a row. The first time I ever got to see Kobe was because Russ got us all tickets to the Laker game.
Wow.
Sitting in the third row.
Wow.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
2 years in a row.
That's awesome.
I'm like, this is Kobe. The only time I ever seen Kobe was on 2K.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that was Russ, man. Like, that everybody's not like perfect or whatever, but
yeah.
I just think overall, man, Russ is a good dude.
Okay.
It's been a struggle. It's a struggle, man. I think the biggest thing is, and we KA and I, we both from New York and stuff, and understanding, the expectations, when you have these two organizations, and the Giants have had way more success than the Jets. All right, let's be clear about that. But the expectation is we don't want to wait. Our wait is now. We don't want to develop whatever. And for us to come in there, it's been a struggle. And I mean, I don't know, at its stage of his career, maybe it's a situation, obviously, on the downside. But I always look back at the fact that it said that, when you have teams that put a guy out there, and like you said, one thing that really resonated with me when you talked about that Seattle team, that was a professional team.
Yeah.
That's professional. I'm talking about it just demonstrated where you had Legion of Boom. You had everything from top to bottom. So when you come in there, you knew that obviously in order to be successful, you got to fall in line, play your position.
Yeah.
But more importantly, again, you got to take care of all the things you need to take care of.
Just one thing, man.
Yeah.
The second year when y'all should have won 2 Super Bowls.
Oh,
why wasn't the ball handed to Marshawn Lynch? You was on.
That's gonna be an ESPN 30 for 30.
Please tell me. I don't. To this day, I will never understand it.
Your guess is as good as mine, man. Your guess is as good as mine.
At the one. I do one of my passes to him. That's it.
Honestly, I got nothing. I got nothing. I got nothing for you, bro. On that one, I
just didn't understand that.
Yeah.
All I can tell you is that it broke us, bro. That's for sure.
Yeah.
We came back that next year. Everybody had an attitude.
Yeah.
Even if he was on the practice squad. It's just like, man, it was the message got stale.
Yeah.
It was like guys got selfish.
Yep. I can see it.
Myself included. I was walking around the locker room like walking right by people. Just don't even what. Let's go to meetings.
Yeah.
Like it was different, man.
Yeah.
It happened.
Different.
Everything played out so well for you guys. I remember that year because that leading up to the Super Bowl, it was cold as ever in New York, man. And then game day of that Sunday of the Super Bowl was nice. It was calm. 2 days later, looked like somebody was pouring snow out of a garbage bag where it was so much, but it was laid out so well for you guys. And you're right. I mean, that's going to probably be an ESPN 30 for 30 on trying to understand why.
Yeah, because to this day, nobody know why.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Yeah. When you look at the whole league and stuff, Rob, when you look around the league and stuff, give me a dark horse you see in that NFC that kind of is under the radar, but you know what? People need to be focusing on it.
NFC?
Yes. And then we'll do the
AFC. Hold on, y'all. Hold on real quick.
Yeah. That is one of those where NFC.
Yeah.
NFC. Man, that's a good one. I was just talking about this. You know what? I think it's the 49ers, man.
Oh,
I ain't even gonna lie.
Really?
I think it's the 49ers, man. I think it's
Your boy Tampa just spanked them.
Hey, man, that's what we did.
Tampa's not under the radar.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're not.
They're not under the radar.
No,
Exactly.
They ain't been under the radar for like
more.
the last 4 years.
Yeah, yes.
They won a division. They've been a division champs for like 3-4 years in a row.
Yeah, you're right.
4 in a row.
4 years. 4. Yeah, they won 4.
Maybe 5.
You know Tampa's here.
Yeah, you're right.
The Niners, on the other hand, are finding ways to be in games and win games with all backups.
Yes, they are. You're correct. Yeah.
Find ways to win games.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they can continue to overcome the injuries, but what I am saying is like, hey, man, y'all better not overlook the Niners just because they got all these injuries. They in games.
Yeah.
And they're winning some of these.
Yeah.
So if they go 9-8, or 9-7, or whatever it is, I guess it's 9-8 now, 17 games, and become a wild card team, don't be shocked.
Yeah, I would.
That's all I'm
You're
saying.
right.
That's
No, I
all I'm
would.
saying. We expect the Rams to be good this year.
Yeah.
You know, I don't see the Seahawks as like a under the radar team in the NFC. The Eagles ain't under the radar. Neither are the Commanders. Maybe the Giants might be that under the radar team if Jackson Dart keep playing the way he playing and that boy Scatterboo keep running people over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go to the North. You know what? We don't really see the Vikings as an under the radar team. You know, they could be good. They could not be good depending on McCarthy. You know, the Bears might be a shock after their win last night.
Huge.
You know, but I don't see them as an under the radar team. The Bears going to be the Bears to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just think like, man, listen, Shanahan is coaching his tail off this year, dog.
He's doing a great job.
Yeah.
He's doing a great job.
Yeah, you know what? And you made a point. Yeah, obviously the Packers, you can't say the Packers because they get Micah, you know what I'm saying, Michael Parsons. But what about Kenny Anderson's Dallas Cowboys?
I'm a Cowboy fan. He didn't say it. I wasn't going to say nothing.
Yeah,
leave us
you
alone.
not gonna claim
You
your
leave us alone. We got one of the best offenses, but our defense stinks. You leave us alone. Come on. Rob, my guy, come on.
This year, dog. I'm sorry, bro. Y'all better do something by November 11th. Y'all better go get y'all some Trey Hendrickson or something.
Yeah.
The corners, man.
Corners, everything is.
What happened? I think Trayvon might still be affected by his injury.
Yeah, that's a great point. Trayvon Diggs, you're right about that.
Why? Because he hasn't been playing well. The whole defense is not. It's not good. Not good.
Yeah, Malik Hooker, he done slowed down.
Yeah,
he's slow. You know,
but you gotta give Dak Prescott some love. He's having a good year. Yeah. A great year quarterback.
We knew the offense was gonna be nice. That boy got two crazy wide receivers. Them boys is crazy.
Yeah.
That boys is crazy. And I told people Javonte Williams was gonna be solid.
Yeah, he's solid.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about situation. Everybody be like, "Oh, he had a bad year, bro." Your coach gotta want you to
like be successful. They gotta want.
Yeah, let me. You was talking about. Let me ask you this. So Russ go out there. So Jackson Dart, remember the game he got the concussion? That was last game. So he get the concussion, okay. And instead of Dayball coaching the team and telling the truth and saying, "Okay, let's go. Let's go. We got work to do." He over there at the tent. How am I supposed to play confident?
That. He went over there.
I don't give a damn if I'm in the league.
Him, the quarterback.
For one. How am I supposed to be confident and get out there on the field like my coach wants me to be successful and he believes in me and he ain't even paying attention?
No, at all.
He ain't even paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Your situation matters.
Yes.
They gotta want you to be great.
Yes.
Williams at the end of in Denver, they didn't want it. They didn't want it for him. In Dallas, they want it for him, and he's delivering.
Yep.
So the situation, that's why I say the situation, it matters so much for an individual player's success.
You're the first, athlete that said that coaches matter. Coaching on how you coach a talented player. That's basketball, every scenario in sports. You gotta have now. Who was your mentor? Who's your mentor that brought?
Frank Gore.
Frank Gore. Yep.
Frank Gore changed my whole career, bro.
Yep.
When I went to the Colts in 2016 and I became teammates with Frank Gore, man, let me tell you something, man. Frank Gore, he could barely go to the bathroom without me following right behind him. Wow. I just did everything he did. That's all I did. When he was on the field, warm up before practice, I was on the field.
Wow.
I changed my whole routine. I just did what he did. When he was working out, I was working out. When he was in the cold tub, I got in. Seriously.
Yeah.
Ask him. If you ever get a chance to talk to him, ask him. Because that's the truth.
Wow.
I followed that man, everything. And I led the team in touchdowns that year.
Wow.
And it changed. Oh, that's why I talk about like development. You know, like, yeah, you know, the coaching development, having a mentor.
I'm with
Sometimes
you
you
on
come
that.
into the league, OGs ain't giving you nothing.
No.
Yeah, you got to earn it.
You got to earn it.
When you look at the East, the AFC, and they're under radar, I mean, you know, I hate to say this, Rob, but that AFC South is really, really, again, I ain't like it's the murder's row. And I know the NFC South the same way. Good teams and stuff like that, but it's not dominant. When you look at that AFC, give me an under-the-radar team that perhaps nobody's really talking about. Is it, you know, San Diego, the Los Angeles Chargers, under the land in the weeds? Is it the Steelers, you know, the old quarterback? I mean, give me a team you look at and say, be careful.
Man, that's a good one too, man. The under bars, man. That's, gosh, bro. That's tough because it's easy to say the Colts, you know, they 5-1 though. So it's like they might not even be under the radar, you know, anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's interesting? I think the under the radar team in the AFC is actually the Kansas City Chiefs.
Really?
I had a feeling he was going to say that.
Yeah, I kind of felt you were going to say. You know what? I actually thought you were going to say it would either be the Baltimore Ravens once Lamar gets back.
I was thinking about that.
I'll say both of those teams because they're not playing up to par like they used to playing. So everybody is like, they'll come back. That's like what everybody's saying with the Baltimore Ravens. They'll be all right. They'll be all right.
Yeah.
That's tough.
I thought about the Cincinnati Bengals and saying, hey, you got Joe Flacco who comes to the Browns in the division. He can spark them like he did when he was with the Colts. The Browns, and then hold the line to Joe Burrow. But the Chiefs, I kind of say, you know, so you tell why the Chiefs.
I just feel like they're the forgotten man.
Yeah,
they're the forgotten man.
Help them out. Officials will help them out.
They might, but they hooping too though. You know, and you gotta give credit where credit is due, man.
Well,
you know, them boys, you know, came out against a tough Detroit Lions defense, and like the last 2 weeks, you're looking at the offense like,
playing well.
Starting to look like the Chiefs. You know, they still got to get their run game going, but it's effective enough. You know what I'm saying? Rasheed Rice is coming back next week. The Chiefs, y'all. Hey, it's like, you can forget about us if you want to.
Yeah. Let me ask you something about the quarterback Lamar from the Ravens. How you think he's going to respond to being out? You know, 3 weeks or so.
With a vengeance. You know, with a vengeance.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that injuries can do is make you appreciate the game more.
Yeah. Yeah.
That Lamar doesn't appreciate the game more. He's been injured before.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like those little subtle reminders. Because what if the injury was more serious than what it is? You know what I'm saying? Damn, like, you know, we have to remember, like, man, the game can get taken from us, man, like at any moment. You know,
you're right about that.
And so I expect him to respond. The thing about the Ravens is, like, when you watch them, when they're healthy, everything is so like relaxed and like, you know, and I mean, sometimes that's somebody's personality, you know, but you want to see sometimes you want to see the intensity, like, man, you know.
I get you.
Trying to dominate some
people. It's Kansas City, and like you said, it's interesting because I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I think the team that really, really strikes fear in the Chiefs in that AFC is the Cincinnati Bengals. They have been the ones to go into Arrowhead.
Not this year.
No, I'm saying not even this year, but I'm saying
maybe next year.
You got Higgins and you got Jamar Chase. That's gonna cause some problems for that secondary.
Cincinnati done, you ask me.
But psychologically, Buffalo can't beat them. I just don't believe Buffalo. What was the narrative we heard? They got you got to get the game up in the Orchard Park. We got to know. I think psychologically they just can't beat them. So Robert, I agree with you that
the team to look out for against Kansas City is Pittsburgh, in my opinion.
You think? I don't know.
I don't.
I don't know.
I think their defense can hang through, but their offense, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think.
You really.
But you're the football player, so I'll have to pay more attention to that. You're the football player.
They do need a more physical presence in the backfield. I will say that.
Yes. See,
they need a running back that can bring some, some physicality. But other than that, man, I'm all right. Pittsburgh doing all right.
We got to see, though. Rob, before we let you get on out of here, man, you mentioned you're in Seattle, Washington, and obviously Kenny Anderson being an NBA guy and now being obviously a big NBA guy as well. And there's been rumors and been talks for several years about NBA franchise returning back to the city of Seattle. They even talked to the great Lenny Wilkins, who got a statue out there in his honor and stuff. What would it mean to the community and the city of Seattle to have an NBA franchise back there in that city?
It would mean everything. I've done, radio shows for, the different radio networks out here in Seattle, television, all kinds of broadcast opportunities. They hate even talking about the NBA. Wow. They don't want to even, like, when I'm on radio and you can see like the comments come in through the computer. If the NBA comes up, anything NBA, wow, they talking big trash. They hate it. They hate the NBA.
Wow,
it would mean a lot for this team to come back because a big part of this city. You think about all of the talent that's come out of Seattle basketball.
Yeah.
This is a basketball town at the end of the day.
Yeah,
and so it would mean everything.
But you think the fans fell out? The fans fell out with the Seattle.
They just like what we talking about the NBA for?
Yeah,
fans, they like, what we talking about?
Oh, okay.
What are we talking about the NBA for? What? There's nothing for us to talk about. We don't care. We don't care who they don't, and they feel even worse that OKC won the title. But even years prior to that, they don't care about who the NBA champion was for what.
Wow,
we ain't got our team. That's how they feel.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pain. It's a lot of suffering, man.
But I mean, how the WNBA, the Storm, how they feel with the Storm? They give a lot of support to them.
Bruh, I went to my first Storm game maybe like a month or two ago. They were playing against the Valkyries, and it was the game. If they win, they get into the playoffs.
Wow.
They was out. Man, let me tell you something, man. That thing was packed out, and it's consistent. Wow. From what I understand, it's consistently packed out. Wow. So regular season game, everything.
They love the women's game. That's a plus.
Oh man, they in the Storm games. They in there.
Okay.
Definitely.
They in there.
Listen, Rob, man, hey, really appreciate the time, good brother, man. Definitely appreciate the insight, man. We got the NBA season right around the corner. Yeah. Before we let you get on out of here, what team you keep an eye on in the NBA?
Golden State.
Golden State.
That's
Golden
my team.
State.
Come
That's
on.
The hometown team, right? That's the hometown team.
Hey, and you know what? I didn't know I was a Golden State fan until I started getting mad every time they lost.
I understand.
What am I mad for? I must be a fan. Because I was Kobe and I was the Lakers for a long time, and then LeBron. Even before LeBron, like they was acting like D'Angelo Russell and them. They was young and childish. I couldn't root for that. I'm serious.
Yeah.
That's how I am.
You're a West Coast dude. You're a West Coast dude.
Well, I'm a West Coast dude.
I'm rolling with the Celtics, baby. I'm rolling with the Celtics.
Yeah.
Okay.
All day, cool. Baby. All day.
But it's Golden State over here, man. It's Golden State.
Golden State, man. And it's going to be interesting to see how the season plays out. Listen, man, we appreciate you, man. First guest on the show this season. Good brother. Appreciate the time. We got to do this again down the line, man. All the best to you and the family, man. And appreciate it once again.
Thank you.
I appreciate y'all, fellas.
Appreciate it. Robert Turbin joining us here on Heavy in the Paint. I tell you this, man. That's some great insight, man. And here, when he was adding to the whole mix in the equation, and really, man, it's interesting in terms about development. But when it's interesting to me also, KA, is when he was talking about coaches, like you said, believing in you.
Yeah,
and I know we talked about this before, like you having Coach Curran, who had such an impact on you. What did it mean for you to have that Coach Curran really believe in you as a high school freshman to set you up for success?
It was the world. It meant the world to me. You know, coming from a one-parent home, going to Archbishop Law High School, Catholic school, one of the best academic school in the country. And he was on my back, you know, just riding me, just academically, basketball wise, at an early age. I played varsity as a freshman, so you know it was just all positive. You know, it was hard at times, you know, but I dealt with it. Mm-hmm. I stayed focused and got through it. And then Coach Crimmins from Georgia Tech went there, same thing. You know, the mentor and just staying after me. Great coaches, Chuck Daly, NBA, staying on me.
Well, let me
even PJ Carlissimo from Portland. I played for you know, these are great coaches. Once you feel that they're in it for your best interest, you're gonna work that much harder for them.
Yeah. Now you said when you got from Coach Curran to Coach Crimmins, when you got to Georgia Tech and stuff like that, and Coach Crimmins stayed on your case and really made sure you were doing what you're supposed to do.
Yep.
Was that because of was that because of the money, the bag you got?
No, it wasn't because of the bag.
You can tell now. Everybody,
no, we can't do that. We're not doing that. You know, my mother, rest in peace, ain't here, but we're not doing that no more.
Come on, okay. Everybody gets a bag now. You know
we're not doing that no more. But no, he really helped me a great deal. You know, not so much as the talent of the game. I had the talent, but he pushed me, you know, to be that playmaker, to be the great point guard, to lead the team at an early age. And it you know, it always, you know, fit me.
Yeah.
You know?
Before we get out of here, man, you know what? We got obviously next week of NFL.
Yeah.
The NBA season's right around the corner. Yeah. What are you looking at this for the rest of this week that's going to really stand out to you as we go, obviously, to Thursday night NFL games this weekend? What's really going to stand out to you in the world of sports?
You know, I'm not really on the NBA as far, but I just I get with the NBA like the first month of the season. So now it's NFL, and it's a big time now for all the good teams. I like Tampa going into Detroit. They go into Detroit. That's going to be a big game. So I'm looking forward for that game. And my Cowboys, believe it or not, we have a big game coming up. We play the Washington
Commanders,
Sunday. So that's going to be big. You know, the way we, you know, played. I'm just worried about our defense. Our defense, you know, every weekend has to get better and not go backwards. And we gotta figure it out, man. But we got a tough game this Sunday against the Commanders.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's going to be obviously one of our staples and stuff like that here on the show, Kenny's Take. And then obviously I'm going to give you my soapbox moment. Listen, my soapbox moment is like my Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yes, my beloved Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but also
you're from New York, man.
What? So what? You from New York? You gonna like the Cowboy? You gonna like the Cowboy? Get out of here, man. What my take is, my soapbox moment is the fact is that, you know what, this is great for a franchise that again is getting a lot of recognition, a lot of attention. But one of the things that I want to make sure as a true Buccaneers fan is that explaining to those players and hoping that specifically Baker Mayfield, everybody loves Baker, but keep your head down and remember that obviously where you came from, how you was discarded, and keep that edge and ride this wave all the way to the Super Bowl. Stay humble, stay hungry. And we're getting a lot of fans now.
Everybody forgot about Tom Brady now. Baker Mayfield, you the man now, huh?
Yes.
You the man now,
huh? Yes. That about wraps it up. Hey, we're going to do this next week. We're going to probably be on Wednesday. Definitely make sure you check us out on social media side. Appreciate the time. I'd like to thank Robert Turbin for joining us, but more importantly, join in, tap in. Like my man, Martine Cleve said, if you're trying to win, tap in. Make sure that you know you checking us out. And we having a good time here with everything that's going on. And Really, really enjoying this stuff like that, man, and enjoying it and having a good time with it. So, KA, it's been a pleasure, man. We got to definitely do it again. And
yeah, we will. Same here, man. It's a pleasure, always.
Yeah, definitely make sure. So you know what? We had our intro went out nice and said, got to make sure our outro. So we still working out the kinks and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But you know what? We out of here. Heavy in the paint. Peace.
Peace.